Well, the Nigerian Bar Association, like you know, is an association of lawyers. And central in our core as lawyers is the promotion of the rule of law. The promotion of the rule of law. And so we have also come to that understanding as lawyers that our primary call, first and foremost, is to lead for the direction of our people. And also to lead for the advancement of the cause of this country. And perhaps if we came 3 years ago, 3 years earlier, maybe it might be difficult to put in context why we're here. But INEC is the body constitutionally recognized and given the responsibility of running the elections in this country. And by our constitutional structure, it is the only means by which you can ascend into any elective office, as provided in the Constitution. So, Nigeria being a creation of laws, we being lawyers, and we also having the responsibility to live for the direction of our people, and to also live for the advancement of the cause of this nation, it is only deserving that the responsibility bestowed on INEC, which by the special grace of God you are called to chair at this point in our national history. It is only deserving that we come to identify with what INEC is doing, to come and appreciate you for the leadership that you have brought in this commission. And I would explain what that has done to the Nigerian people. Every clamor for credible, free, fair, and I hear the inclusion or the addition of inclusive election can only be achieved if the people that would participate in that election to express their choice of their leaders in the exercise of their constitutional franchise have confidence in that institution that is called to conduct that particular process that provides them with the opportunity of expressing their desire in the choice of their leaders and in the exercise of their franchise. And I want to say, sir, without any fear of contradiction, that with the good works that you have done in this commission, ever since you have assumed office in this place, you have earned the confidence of the people of this country that we have an electoral umpire that is properly positioned to deliver free, fair, credible, and all-inclusive election in Nigeria. And I think it is something that is very, very critical. Because if the process through which we elect our leaders has question marks, or there is no confidence in the process, because the person who is given the responsibility to drive the process is not trusted by Nigerians, then it will bar the end result of that particular process. But that is not our experience today, because of the confidence that Nigerians have reposed in you. The sagacity that you brought in the leadership of the Independent National Electoral Commission is one that we cannot ignore. People may not like you, but they cannot ignore the good works that you have brought to INEC. And why am I even saying so? If you like, maybe for selfish reason, you are Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. I am Yakubu, that's my first name. Will it be wrong for me to praise my own son if he does well? And so we are here to identify with that good works that you are doing. When we were elected into office on the 16th of July 2022, one of the things that I said in my inaugural speech is that we are going into the election year. And there is one thing that we owe Nigerians as members of the legal profession, either serving on the bench or at the bar is sincere participation in the electoral process, as we are called upon to participate in the pre-election and post-election disputes, because those matters will certainly come before the courts, and it is our lot, it is our responsibility to participate in that process in the resolution of these disputes one way or the other. We can only help this nation provide direction and advance the cause of this nation if we do that honestly and sincerely in the interpretation of the laws and the implementation of those laws to the disputes that will come to the courts. And so, sir, we are here to say to you that the Nigerian Bar Association is solidly behind INEC, solidly behind your administration. And we would not allow anything that would taint this process as far as NBA is concerned happen. And any attempt by anyone or any group of persons to intimidate or harass INEC in the discharge of its constitutional responsibility, please, my chairman, just know that you can place a demand on INEC and give us responsibilities that will help secure the independence of INEC, the integrity of INEC, and the integrity of the process. And that is why, sir, when news got to us that in one of the states, the branches in that state endorsed a candidate, I immediately issued a notice saying that those that we have selected to be NBA observers in that state be immediately excluded from the process. And that that particular state, because of that statement that came from that state, we would not insist on having NBA observe elections in that state. Why did we do that? Was it to punish our members in that state? No. But perception matters. What would be, even if we decide to say that those who made that announcement, or those who we have identified as involved in that process, should be excluded and replaced with other names? Are we not going to suffer an issue of perception because it's the same NBA? That means, in a way, we have endorsed what has happened. The NBA is not partisan. NBA is not a political party and does not support any political party. We support the people of this country. They are the ones for whom we live, and it is for the advancement of this country that we live. And that is the reason why we had to do that, because we must not leave any trace of wrong perception about the involvement of the Nigerian Bar Association in the forthcoming elections. And it is the same thing that we are doing as a bar, to make sure that those of us that give us bad name, that causes the public to have a wrong impression of who we are speaking and calling them out, and we will continue to do so and take steps to make sure that anyone who contributes in characterizing the members of the legal profession with a bad name, we will call that person out and do whatever is possible within our remit to make sure that such a person is brought to book, that decisions are taken dealing with such conduct that seem to characterize us as not bringing to bear the value that we should bear to the process as members of the legal profession. That is why we have come to see you, sir, to felicitate with you, to identify with you, and to also encourage you that going into the elections, there may be challenges, but I tell you that what should continue to comfort you is the fact that over the years you have earned the confidence of Nigerians to provide credible, free, fair election to the people of this country. And so I want to congratulate you again, and I thank you for the opportunity of seeing us on this short notice. I know how busy you are. We are just a couple of days to the election, but you made out time to see us. For us, it's an honor you have done to us. It's also a recognition of the fact that you acknowledge the role that we play in supporting the process for which you are constitutionally appointed to discharge. So I thank you so very much, sir, for this opportunity. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and God bless the effort that you have put in place by the requirements of the Constitution to usher in the new leadership for this country. Thank you, sir.